Hey fam, welcome to class. Today we're going to play with some soft mobility. However, today is a bit different. We're going to do it standing up, and it's all about the shoulders today. So me and my friend here are going to show you how to find fluid and open shoulders using this beautiful exercise that comes from Qigong and Tai Chi called teacups. So originally you would imagine that you're using these beautiful Chinese jade style teacups, but if you don't want to break any of them, grab a block or grab a book or some object, pretty much anything that you can hold in your hand while we play around, and you don't have to worry about falling and breaking it. Once you expand and get better at this, you can definitely take some real teacups or something else. It's up to you. It's a really nice exercise for the shoulders. So actually, before we get started, place your object down. Take your hands, one hand behind your head, one hand around, and notice if you can, touch your hands. Again, it may not happen, maybe it does, but don't go too deepest, we're just checking end range. Just check for one shoulder. I'm going on my right, and then let that go. Check your left. Don't force, I know it's tempting. So all I'm doing is I'm trying to reach my hands and touch them. Even if you're somewhere here or somewhere else, don't worry about it. It's okay. We're just testing. Okay, make notes. We know where we are. We set the standards. All right, now let's get to it. Get your object of the day, whatever you want to play with. Take it in your hand. Your other hand can be on your hip or just kind of loose a bit. Take your hand out, okay? And we'll just get the motion in, and we'll come back to. So we'll get this motion going. Then I'll give you another exercise, and then we'll come back and play with the same motion again and see if there's any change. So your right hand is out, or your left hand. You can mirror me, or you could go right to right, or you could be on your left hand and I'm on my right. Perfectly okay. So I'm going to take the block in. I'm going to make a little space in my hip. And then as I weave it through the window, you notice my fingertips stay up. The block goes around, so my shoulder is turned over. I take it up. My fingertips are still facing up. And I come back. Again, if that didn't make any sense, I'm going to turn around. So maybe you can get it from a different perspective. So the block goes in the window. My fingers and palms stay up. I go around the window, up, and come back in. Hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, don't worry, we'll do it a few times and it'll kind of work itself out. The idea is your palm stays up at all times, so there's a lot of articulation in the wrist and in the elbows. So start with the block out, facing up. We're going to take it through the window. Then we're going to take it around on top. And then we're going to come down, around, on top. And start to smoothen this out to the best of your ability. If the block falls down, it's okay. It's no big deal. It's just part of the expression, part of the game today, part of what we're working into. And just move and groove. Okay. If that feels good, switch your hands. We'll do the same motion, all right? So block starts open, then you take it in, you take it around, you take it up, and it comes back. If you're doing this on your non-dominant hand, it might be a bit tricky, so give yourself a bit of space, a bit of time to just, work this out. So don't worry, take your time with it. So take the block in, take it up, take it around. Again, through the window, over the top, around, come down. So notice my hips start to make space for the block, and then they travel to the other side. I'm articulating in the shoulders. Maybe your other hand comes in your hip. And let it go. Relax, take a breath. Move the shoulders, turn around. So now we're going to do it forward. So we took the block in. Now we're going to take the block out. So it's like you're going to serve the tea to someone. Okay. If you can think of something more creative, please feel free. So the block is in my right hand. You can take your hand of your choice. The idea is the tea, you're going to serve it forward. You're going to take it around. You're going to take it up, over your head, around, and then through the window on the inside. If that didn't make any sense, I'll show it to you from a different angle. So my block goes forward, it goes around, it goes up, down, and through the window. Okay? Again, if it doesn't make sense for the 20th time, it's totally okay. It's just part of the experience. It gets better and better the more we practice. The proprioception starts to build. So let's go. I'm going to go with it. You can try. If you get lost along the way, pause the video, come back to it, play with it, and we'll go and see what happens. So you go forward, up, around, down, forwards, up, around, down. This is a lovely exercise to very gently open up the shoulders. And we're moving in circles, moving in waves. And it's a nice sneaky way to open up the hips as well. One last time. And change. All right, so I'm going to switch the hands. Block goes in my other hand. I'll just change the angle. Maybe you can see it slightly different from the side. So same thing. If it's your non-dominant hand, give your body time to connect the wires. All right. So your hand goes forward, around, on top, down, in through the window. Okay. So around, up, over your head, take it all the way around, and then into the window. So I'm taking it forwards, around, over the head, and then back through the window. Maybe about 2 more times. If your block's falling, come back to it, like take as many attempts as you need. Don't be in a rush to get anywhere. We have nowhere to be, nothing specific to do apart from just, playing with our imaginary teacups. And when you're done, relax for a moment. Okay, so let this one go for now. I'm going to show you another one. Imagine you have a tray of teacups, all right? So the block is going to simulate the tray. My fingers are going to point backwards. So my palms are still facing up, and the fingers are facing towards me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to my right side. The hands are going to go down. The fingers are going to make this little switcheroo, and then they're going to come back up. Okay, if that didn't make any sense, I'm going to turn around, and this time I'm going to go to my left, okay? So I'm going to turn, I'm going to turn left. I'm going to go down. I'm going to switch, and I'm going to come back up, okay? Again, take your time with it. If it doesn't make sense, it's all right. We got this, right? Definitely, we got this. We're in it to win it. We're here together. So take your tray of teacups up. You're going to take it to any side you like. Keep the fingers pointed back, and then they switch. But your palms of your hands are always facing up. So you're making these circles with the shoulders. But notice my hips. My hips are moving the opposing side of my hands. So if my hands are moving back, my hips are moving forward. If my hands are if the block is moving forward, my hips are moving back. So it's a little dance that's going on. This is lovely to open up space in your hips and side body as well. All right, pause for a moment. That one can cook you up. Let's go to the other side. So you're going to go down, do a little switcheroo, make space in the hips. And this one is actually pretty surprising. It's much easier to get the coordination because both hands are moving equally. Try and articulate in your wrist as much as possible. So breathe and articulate and start adding a bit of movement into your knees, into your hips. Try and make space within yourself as you go down and as you come up. Maybe one more time. Notice if you can breathe into the side body as well. And then let it go. Relax for a moment. Swing your arms. Move the feet. Do a little dance if you need. This is one of the nicest exercises that I feel kind of wakes me up and makes me very fluid. All right, so same thing. We're going to come back to our teacups. Same motion, no change. Try and add a bit of fluidity. And notice what we did with the hips. We added the gyroscopic rotations left and right. Notice how that can translate into the one-handed teacups, all right? So what I mean is, as the hands go in, my hips go to the opposite side, and as my hands go out, my hips travel inside. Sorry, outside or in, depending on where you are. So if the block goes in, hips go out. If the block goes out, hips go in. Okay? So that's the drill. We're gonna play with that, and let's see if we can get some interesting movements. This is the last one for today. So enjoy it, play with it. Notice if the proprioception is built. So take a deep breath, take the block out, hold it. We're going to go inside the window to start with, and then we'll shift and go forward. So take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Let's go. So take the block to the window, make space in your hips. Take your hand around, open out. Block to the window, backwards. And move around in your hips. Bend your knees, stay low to the ground. Keep breathing. Find a sense of ease, a sense of space starting to open, a sense of trust in your body, and notice how light you can hold the object without gripping for dear life, maybe. And then pause. Now we're going to take it forward. So you're going to serve the tea, you're going to take it around, you're going to take it up and down, and then articulate through the window, taking it forward. Oops. No matter how many times I do this, I do seem to tap the block onto my body sometimes, which is perfectly okay. So move the hips in a circle, articulate in the wrist and the elbows. Try and make the circle as fluid as you can. And one last time, let it go. Okay. Well, he's having a good time. All right, let's go other hand. Take your block out. Let's start. So we're going to go through the window, and then we're going to go forward out of the window. So take it through the window, around, over your head, down, through the window, around, over your head. Move the hips, move the knees, adjust yourself as you feel the space starting to build and work within your being. Make this very dancey. You've been here before, so your body knows the position. Your body knows the movement. Just work with it. Maybe one more time. All right. Take a breath. Come back, recenter. And the hands are going to go forward, so you're going to serve the tea. You're going to take it around. Hips are going to move in the opposing direction. Take it around. What is this dog up to? Take it in front, over your head. And keep moving, grooving. If this improves your dance moves in the club, you know who to thank. All right, relax, release. You can take your object, place it down or beside you. Take a moment, roll the shoulders, find space, and notice how that felt, how the circles feel, and maybe it's time to check. So you can take one hand behind you, try and catch it. Wow, I definitely have way more territory, way more of a reach. If you can see, I'm shaking hands with my wrists and my forearms almost. Notice if you've got like an inch or a centimeter, maybe you are not even able to touch the fingers. Maybe now you can. It gets better. Take the other hand, test it out. This one is always a bit tighter compared to the right, but I have space today. I definitely have a bit more space. Okay, wow, that works out well. So, notice how it feels within you. And I'd love to know, how did this resonate with you? Did you find more space at the end? Was it a little confusing getting the left and the right? Sometimes it is a bit of a doozy. However, how did it feel? And did you notice a shift and a change? This is something you can do anytime you need a bit of space in the shoulders and you're feeling a little tight. It really gets you, dancey because the hips are moving and you're rolling and you're twisting. So it's something that helps me open up new space, and it's a really soft way to build territory. So even if you have any older people in your family, like your mom, your dad, uncles, aunts, anyone in the geriatric age or just senior citizens of sorts, you can always show this exercise to them, and it helps them kind of come back and get the spinal health back into the game. So yeah, I'm sure they'll love you for it. So awesome. Thank you for practicing. My name's Varun. Let me know how it goes. Drop something in the comments and, give me a shout. Well, I hope you enjoy serving your tea. Have a wonderful day. Peace.